In this video, I'm going to break down the entire home buying process. I'm going to teach you how to buy a home and give you all the major components. Now, it's going to be at a high level so I can keep this video brief, but it's going to be the entire home buying process. Who am I? I'm Khalid Nathan Aleem, the real estate boy, and I'm a local real estate agent in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware. Now, if this is your first time here, please smash that subscription button. And please, if you find value in my content, give me a thumbs up. Now, the first step to buying a home is, of course, finding a good real estate agent. Now, there are about 9 things that a good real estate agent should do for you. Number one is they should be available to you. Now, that can be available through phone calls, emails, texts, whatever it is, but they should be available to you. Number two is that they should handle all of your scheduling. So, scheduling appointments as far as for you to see a home, or if you're selling a home, schedule the appointments for people to come see the home. Number three is that they should help you get pre-approved. Now, if you're a buyer, you have to get pre-approved before you go see a home. So this realtor should have contacts with mortgage companies and banks. Number four is that they should educate you on the market. So whatever market you're in, that real estate agent should be educated on that market. Number five is that they should have a marketing plan. If a real estate agent is going to sell your home, they should have some type of marketing plan that they can go through to show you the steps that they're going to take to sell your home. Number six is that they should close the deal. So they should be with you every step of the way in the home buying process. All right. Number seven is that they should be able to manage the inspection. They should have links or ties to different inspectors in the community, and they should also be able to interpret the findings of your inspection. Number eight is that they should streamline the closing. Now, of course, if you're a buyer or seller, you have to participate in the home buying or selling process, but your real estate agent should really carry most of the load. And number nine, and the last one, is that they should have connection to vendors in your community, like painters, handymen, electricians, HVAC techs. Anything that you need, that real estate agent should really have ties to get you that. The next step in buying a home is to make sure that your finances are in order. Now, there's two staples that I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about your credit score and also having a down payment. All right, first, the credit score. Your credit score has to be up to par. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Okay. If you're looking to get a conventional loan or a FHA loan, which is a lot of times the most popular two loans, even though there's a lot of other loans out there, but these are the two staples if you want, you're going to need a certain credit score. Now, conventional wisdom says 620, even though I've seen people get loans for under that. But 620 is around the ballpark that you want to be. Now, it is true, the higher the score, the better the interest rate. But you don't want to nitpick it so much that you're trying to get a perfect score to where you never buy the house. And then also, if you do wait on your score too much, you could wait and the interest rates could go up in that same time. So, which negates everything that you were trying to do. But make sure that you have a decent credit score. And first of all, you want to pull your own credit score before you go anywhere near a bank. So, in the description, I'm going to give you a link where you can pull your credit score for $1. But that's going to be the first thing that you want to do is pull your own credit score to see where you're at. That's the first thing. The next thing is the down payment. You need some sort of down payment. Now, yes, if you're a first time home buyer, there are a plethora of first time home buying programs out there, but most of them want you to have some skin in the game. So make sure that you have some type of down payment, some type of savings to where you can put down towards a house. Now, the days of putting down 20% for an owner occupied, meaning that you're going to live in that property, is kind of behind us. Most of the time, people are putting down on the FHA maybe 3.5%, and a conventional maybe 5%, 7%, somewhere in that area. And there are programs out there for conventional loans to be 3%, 3.5% also. But the moral of the story is that you need some type of down payment in order to get in the house in most cases. So now that you have your finances in order, now we're going to look to get pre-approved. Pre-approved is the bank or the lending company or the mortgage company saying, hey, based on your credit score and based on your income and based on your savings, we're looking on the outside to give you this amount. So this is what your real estate agent is going to need in order to understand which kind of homes to show you. So when you're going to look for a pre-approval, you want to go to several banks and several mortgage companies. And here's the reason why. In your credit score, it allows for about 14 days. Now, there's some people that say 20, there's some people that say 30, okay? But conventional wisdom is you got 14 days to get your credit pulled several times, and it all counts as one pull when you're dealing with a mortgage. So make sure that you go down to your local bank and go to other big banks also. Go to those big banks. You probably pick 4 or 5. Do the applications all on the same day or all in the same week. Do about 4 or 5 applications for different banks, and then go to different mortgage companies and do 4 or 5 different applications. Okay, why is that? The reason is because different banks have different programs. Different mortgage companies have different programs. So if you just go to one bank, now you're going to pigeonhole yourself and you may not be eligible for the program that's at another bank. So it's best if you go to several banks, several mortgage companies, do applications for all of them, and then come back with your real estate agent and see who's going to give you the best rate. Once you get that pre-approval, make sure you discuss with your lender what projected monthly payment you're comfortable with. Because sometimes what'll happen is somebody may get approved for more than what they're actually comfortable with as far as the projected monthly payment. So make sure that projected monthly payment is comfortable for you. Now that we have the pre-approval straight, now we're going to go and look for homes. Now, the first thing that you want to look for in a home is the neighborhood. Why? Because you can't change the neighborhood. Once you buy that home in that neighborhood, it is what it is. It's stuck there. So make sure that you're comfortable with the neighborhood. That's the first thing. The second thing is the size. Now you can change the size, but it's harder to change the size, okay? So make sure that you're clear as far as how much house you're looking for, whether that's 3 bedrooms, whether that's 2 bathrooms. And you also want to make a list. You want to make a list of the things that you absolutely have to have in a home. Okay. So make sure you have that list. Write it out. Think about it. If you have a spouse, you and your spouse sit down, think about it. Make sure that you have a list of the things that you have to have in a house. Okay. And just the opposite, write a list of the things that you absolutely don't want in a house. Like, now, what's going to happen is that your realtor is going to take the neighborhoods that you want to live in and also take your pre-approval, and that's going to set up your criteria also with the list of the things that you have to have in a home, and the list of the things that you absolutely don't want in a home. So he's going to take that and he's going to put that into his system, and it's going to spit you out a bunch of homes based on your criteria. So now you're going to be getting homes in your inbox for you to review. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to review these homes and you're going to pick the ones that you actually want to see. Here's some advice: pick the top 5 or 6 to go out to see at one time or one showing. Here's the reason why. If you go to see 10, 15 homes, I promise you, All the homes are going to get mixed up in your mind. And you're going to say, well, this home, well, that they're going to run together. It's around 5 or 6 where you can comfortably in your mind separate the homes to know, okay, this one was better than this one was better than this one. Okay. So you'll go through these homes. And if you don't like any of them, what you'll do is you'll go back to the homes that you didn't pick and pick from those. At the same time, every day homes come on the market. So you'll keep probably daily getting more homes, and more homes. So what you'll do is you'll just go back, you'll pick from the other homes, and you'll keep going out to these different homes. Now you're going to get with your real estate agent and you're going to submit an offer that you're comfortable with. Okay, congratulations, your offer was accepted. Now your offer is accepted. Now we're going to move to the next stage. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to hire an inspector to do an inspection of that home that you have an accepted offer on. So you're going to hire this inspector. What does that mean? That means he works for you. So you're going to set a time for you guys to go inside the home and inspect the home. Now, this is a licensed inspector, so he's a professional. So he's going to go through and he's going to pick out every little thing. Here's the thing. I always tell my buyers an inspection report is like a buffet. If you take everything in, you're going to get sick. What you're going to do is you're going to look at the report, but more importantly, if you can, walk through the property with the inspector. Now, they don't need you to be there. If your schedules can't line up and you can't be there, he's going to give you a report, a professional report on the issues of the home. But if you can be there, make sure that you're there. And the reason is because while you're walking through the house, he's going to point out different things and you're able to ask him questions in real time versus looking at the report and then trying to call him up. And now he's been through 5 or 6 homes since then. So he can probably recall it, but it's not going to be like if you were actually there to ask him those questions. So if you can, definitely make sure that you're there for the inspection. Now, you and your realtor should be able to interpret the inspection as far as, okay, these are things that we want to worry about, and these are things that that's minor, because inspectors will point out a bunch of minor things. Now, when you receive the inspection report, you and your realtor are going to make a list of repairs that you would like the seller to fix. So you're going to make those repairs, send those to the seller. Now, the seller is either going to fix all of those, fix none of them, or fix some of them. They can also give you a seller's credit if they want to. For example, the roof is 5,000 and they don't want to fix it themselves. What they may do is they may credit back to you 5,000 in order for you to fix the roof yourself. After we're past the inspection, you're usually going to go down to mortgage underwriting. And what that means is that now that mortgage company will be closely scrutinize your financials. They're going to make sure that you're worthy of them giving you a loan. During that mortgage underwriting process, they're going to order an appraisal. Now, what an appraisal is an appraiser going out to the home, and based on comparable homes in that area, they're going to give their educated opinion on what they feel that home is. Why is that? That's because that mortgage company or that bank is not going to overpay for that home. So if your home, for example, your offer was $300,000, if your offer was $300,000 and the appraiser says that that home is only worth 250, okay, now we got an issue. Now, in order to clear that issue up, a couple of things can happen. That seller can lower their price to $250,000. Great, process continues. Or you can bring $50,000 in cash to cover that hole. Great, process continues. Or you guys can meet somewhere in the middle where they lower their price and you bring extra money to the table to fill that gap. So you guys meet somewhere in the middle. Or the seller could not agree, cancel the contract, and just put the home back on the market. But let's just say for this video, it comes back at 300,000. If it comes back at that number, you guys continue with the home buying process. So after the appraisal, the next major event for you, for the most part, is going to be closing. Now, there will be some background things that happen between the title company and the mortgage company, and your real estate agent will be involved in that also. But before closing, you definitely want to do a walkthrough. You want to walk through the property just to make sure there's no new holes in the wall, and also make sure that the repairs that the seller agreed to do, they actually did. And then you guys will go to closing. You'll get your keys. Congratulations, you're a new homeowner. That's the home buying process in a nutshell. So again, if you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, or Delaware, I got you. And until the next time, I will see you in these real estate streets.